Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's shipping video is going to be about something big, something beautiful, VCRs. Not just any type of VCRs, VCR DVD combos. These things sell for great money. Problem is, they're big, they're heavy, they're bulky, and also they have a very high rate of return. It's because a lot of people don't test these properly, and people get them, especially people who are really into older media, and some little small function on there doesn't work, and they end up being a return. So what I'm going to show you how to do is how to pack these safely, and also I'm going to explain a few things about what to test on these. Okay, now this one just so happens to have the remote as well. And I'm going to show you a couple of key things too to look for in the remote. So we're just going to go down to the shipping office over here, and we're going to get this video started. Okay, we're back here in the office and we got our DVD VCR combo. Now I'm going to say a couple of quick things about this if you're new to selling these. Number one, always check the remotes, make sure the remotes work, and when you do, make sure you open up the battery compartment and make sure there's no batteries in here and it's not corroded. If it is, you can do a little bit of baking soda and water, kind of hold it upright. You can scrub these terminals off, let it dry. And then you can test the remote, see if it still works. If it's not working after that, you might have to get a little more in depth, or maybe you can buy one off eBay. I know there's a lot of great remote sellers out there that will sell working remotes. And they always sell for more with the remotes and the manuals, and they sell for a ton of money if they're brand new. That's just something that you want to take a look at real quick. The other thing too is you really want to test these things for everything. If you're looking to get the most value, the most money for this, you really want to test it all. Okay, you want to test the DVD side, you want to test the VHS side, you want to do fast forward, rewind, play, pause, eject. You want to test the channels, and you want to test definitely the record function. Some of these, like this unit right here, actually will record DVDs and CDRWs. So you might just want to have like a CD rewriter and a blank VHS just kind of laying around if you're going to get into these to be able to test the functionality of them. If you're not going to test it, then make sure you say, in the listing, make sure you describe it as, untested. You are going to get a little bit less for it. So I recommend, spending a few cents when you're out at a yard sale. If you're out at the, thrift store or something like that, pick up a cheap VHS, a blank one that you can record on, and, a couple of these like CDRs. I think I have some over here, and I literally got like a stack of these, and it was at a garage sale, and I think I paid like $2 for this. So these are great for me being able to not only test, but a lot of times I like to include a couple of these and a couple, like maybe a blank VHS, and do like a whole combo package. And I notice I can always get just a little bit more. I'm saying that you can get these for next to nothing. And just so that the buyer knows when they get it, they can even test it themselves right away, or they may have a project that they're working on that now they don't have to buy one or two. They don't need, a whole stack like this. They just need a couple just to maybe transfer some family videos over or something like that. So it's nice to include these things if you can. It's not necessary, but it's nice. So let's get into the shipping portion. Okay, so a few things. One, the box that I got, I found basically the cheapest method you can do, and I went to Walmart. Okay, I went to Walmart and got one of their medium-sized moving boxes, the 19 by 14 by 17. Okay, this is going to fit this particular VCR DVD combo. Now this one itself is a little bit larger than most, so you might be able to get away with a little bit smaller box. There are some out there that are actually probably maybe even a little bit bigger than this, but this is probably the biggest one I have. So that's which one I wanted to show us wrapping it up. And I would, like I said, I would get the medium-sized box. They're about $1.25 right now at the filming of this video, so they're super cheap. You're gonna need bubble wrap, you're gonna need shipping peanuts, and there's no flat rate way to go with this. Now, if it were me and you were new to this, I would just wrap this thing up, get it packaged, get the dimensions, add an extra inch, right? Add an extra couple ounces onto it, and put that weight into the shipping calculator. FedEx and UPS are notorious for maybe like a centimeter on or a centimeter off, and they'll charge you for the next size up. So always go just a little bit over, so you know that when you drop this thing in the mail, you're not gonna get overcharged, okay? You can do that when you're making the listing on eBay. You can put, like, let's say this thing is, the box size says 19, but I would put 20. I think it says 19 by 14 by 17 or something like that, and I would put literally 20 by 18 by 15. I put an inch up, and then if it, let's say, weighed 5 pounds 4 ounces, I would say like 5 pounds 8 ounces. just to make sure that there's no way that I'm going to get overcharged for shipping. And then I would do calculated shipping if you're brand new. I wouldn't do free shipping necessarily. If you're really good at these and you've been doing these for a while, you're probably not even watching this video. But you basically, you know, you could kind of say like, okay, I'll charge 90. I know that there might be as much as $20 eaten up in shipping, but you can kind of figure that out the more that you sell these, you get an idea. Now, I like to, I buy these bread bags right here from Walmart as well. I use these to kind of wrap just, you know, various things up around that I ship. And with them comes these twist ties for the bags, these. So I like to hold on to these because I basically, whenever I have anything that has a cord, I like to wrap the cords up and throw one of these twist ties over them. And that just kind of keeps things nice and neat. You don't have to do this. You can even use a rubber band if you wanted to. It's just, you know, I didn't want to throw these out. I didn't really have a use for them. So I thought like, you know, I could save a few and just use them for this. So I like to tie the cord up, and I'm showing you this all kind of start from finish. You know, some of these parts you could obviously skip over if you needed to. But that just keeps things, you know, kind of, like I said, like nice and neat. The other thing I like to do is I use shipping peanuts. So speaking of the bread bags, I don't want anything kind of getting inside here. And we're gonna bubble wrap this, so nothing should get inside right here. But what I like to do is just take one of these bread bags, and I'll usually throw the remote in one of these. And that just makes sure that like if those shipping peanuts get like a little like bit of like the kind of like stuff that comes off, it's not going to get inside the remote and make the like button stick or anything like that. It's just a little extra security, and this is honestly probably cost you like less than a penny, you know. And it gives the buyer better satisfaction that they know when they get the product it's not going to be damaged. So we're going to set this off to the side. And we're going to get our box out. Now, we're going to assemble our box. And I'm going to come down here with it real quick, just so you guys can see a little bit better. Let's get our tape gun. Now, for purposes of just making this video not be 50 minutes long, I'm just going to put one piece of tape over this right here, but I would tape this side. I would probably throw a piece of tape this way, this way, this way, and this way, really secure on both sides. I would do that. And then I'd always make sure that what I like to call the open corner, this kind of where the fold is at, where the two different sides of the cardboard meet, I throw a piece of tape over this as well. So we got our box assembled. Let's get our VCR wrapped up. Plenty o' bubble wrap. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a couple of different ways. I'm going to go this way first with it. Okay, I'm going to go about halfway into here, and then I'm going to do another one on this side. What this lets me, what it lets me do is like kind of keep this on the outside and still secure this. So I'll show you like what I like to do is I like to fold this kind of halfway so I know that like I have enough length for both sides, and then I just kind of cut it. That gives me my first side to do. Like I said, it kind of keeps the cord out right there. One, two. Then we're going to get the other piece that we have here, and we're going to put it on the opposite side. Just a little bit over here. that. And then we're just going to be kind of quick about this, just so, like I said, this video won't be too long. Basically, you're going to tape up your sides. You will probably want to throw another piece of bubble wrap over this way, okay? That's going to give you a nice secure packaging there. Then we're just going to throw it in the box. Let's get our box up here. Like I said, I got this one from Walmart, about $1.24. We're going to put a layer of packing peanuts down. All in all, between the bubble wrap, the packing peanuts, and the box, you shouldn't be into this more than maybe max, probably $4 or $5 between the tape and everything like that too. Like you shouldn't, you know what I mean? So if you need to add a little bit on the top, not that you should, but if you did, that would be all you needed to add. Okay, so there we go. VCR is in there, okay. I like to push where the front part is. I like to push opposite, like I like the cord side to be all the way flush up against the side of the box. There's not much back there, and with the bubble wrap it should protect it. The part I'm worried about the most is the front, where the like the little screen part is, and that part I like to have another layer of packing peanuts in front of, so that way nothing hits that, nothing cracks that, none of the buttons on there get punctured or pushed. So that's the spot where I like to put my next layer. And then of course, layer down both sides of the box itself, on both sides here. And I'm just trying to speed this up a little bit so that way, like I said, this video isn't too long. And essentially you're gonna kind of create a cushion on 3 sides of the box. Then what I like to do, grab the remote, if you have one, put it right here in on the side. Grab your cords, same thing, kind of tuck them in on the side. So it's nice and flat at the top. You got your bubble wrap, you got your shipping peanuts. Then all you have to do, get yourself a pair of scissors or a utility knife, cut your box down to dimensions. Then what I like to do right here is just kind of slide the knife alongside the edge. And what that does, kind of gives me like a little like lip to kind of push this down. And see, now we got a nice flat box. I'm also going to cut the top of this off right here. Same thing on this side. Make sure not to cut the wire. We don't want to be doing that. Same thing, fold it over. Cut your access off. Now, if you were like a few ounces away from like, let's say reducing the shipping cost by like, you know, $5, $6, $7 or something like that, you could always cut a little extra cardboard out if you needed to. I like it because it gives it a little bit more stability. So I usually tend to leave it all on. But there you go. So that, you're just gonna throw your tape over the top, tape over this way, tape over this way. I'll just throw some on just real quick just to keep it clean. There you go. Now what you would do is, you know, you would measure out your dimensions on all sides, like I said, at 1 inch, weigh it up. I personally, after I test these, I pack them up like this and keep them stored like this so they're ready to go. I already have the packing done and I know what the dimensions and weight are. So when it comes to paying for the shipping, I know exactly what the buyer was calculated from UPS and FedEx was the exact same amount. So you're good to go there. So I hope this video helps. If you have anything else that you need to have shipped, go and leave in the comments down below. I'm always happy to ship just about anything and everything. So if you have any questions, like I said, just leave them down below. Thanks for watching to the end of the video, and we'll see you on the next one.